Alright folks, this is an M95 Steyr Mannlicher. This one is Austrian. They were made in Austria and Hungary. They were used in the First World War up into the Second World War. Went through many different modifications. I bought this one just because I like the looks of it. I like the wood grain. I don't think there's anything really special about this particular one. They were originally long rifles, and you can see this particular one was a cut down version of a long rifle because it has this pressed on sight. Many of the original carbines, of course this is a carbine, but many of the original carbines had a soldered on sight post here, but this particular one, as you can see, is a pressed on sight. So, and you can also tell that it has been chopped down from a long rifle because there's some cuts here on the stock. I don't know if this was done at an arsenal rather hastily because it looks like a beaver chewed it. But at any rate, this obviously has been cut down from a longer rifle. But it is a neat mechanism here. It is a straight pull carbine, so you basically just pull back on that, and you have a Mannlicher style loading mechanism here. It takes clips. I'll show you what they are in a minute, but basically slide the clip in there. Takes an 8x56 R round, which is rimmed. You can see the rim there, and your clip actually has to be sort of raked like that so that the rounds don't interfere with one another, the rims. So it essentially goes in like that, goes into the gun, and then it will feed the rounds that way. Now the bolt itself, you can actually get it out by pushing forward on the trigger. You pull it out, and if you watch very carefully, you'll see the bolt head actually retract back in once you take this out. See, there you go. You'll never get it back in that way. There's some tracks here that fall in line, and then this has to be rotated back. So the way you do that, there's two ways you can do it. You can take a dime. Once you get this thing, you sort of have to pull it and rotate it at the same time. It's hard to do, but if you can get yours to stay, yep, see, yeah, it just keeps wanting to go back. So you can actually there you go. So if you can get it back like that, okay, you can get it back in the gun like this. And voila. And then there's your cocking piece here. Obviously you can decock it just by holding on to that, pull the trigger, and your safety on and off there. Pretty simple gun. This one is from Austria. Shoots the 8x56R. Now they also came in an 8x50, and that's a much harder round to find, but you will find them being converted. And when they were converted to the 8x56 round, they have this S here. There's also an S back here. This stock has obviously seen many different receivers because they've actually force matched by crossing out the old serial number and then matching the serial number to the bolt here. And again, it looks like there was a scratch out here on the serial number, and then it's force matched here. So this gun's been through many different iterations, many different changes. The wood actually here on the handguard looks a little different than the wood on the stock itself. At some point the handguard has been replaced in the carbine version. So it's just a neat gun. Here they kick. I haven't shot this one yet. They also have taken the sling swivel out here and put it to the side, indicating that this was a long rifle at one point, and they changed it. And of course you have the stacking hook here when they used to stack them up. The Germans use these, the Austrians, the Hungarians, everybody used these. A pretty reliable gun from what I hear. Like I said, I haven't shot it. They do say it does pack a wallop. But we're going to take this to the range and we're going to see if the stories are true that this thing does actually pack a good wallop. Got this PPU here, and we'll see how she does. So stand by and we'll take her out and we'll shoot her. Okay, so we just got it back from the range and not very impressed with the results that we got. And I'll show you the targets here. So it seems to be, this is the one that the target that was on the left. This is the one that was, they were kind of hanging this way, as you can see, and not too good. Turn the camera just a little bit for you. All right, so this first one, the first 5 shots, I took 20 rounds out there, shot them all. And you can see I was holding a bullseye aim, and we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, a good probably 6 inches or so. So I decided maybe I would take the sight and raise it just to see if I could get a better view, because that rear sight leaf, the notch in that rear sight, is not very easy to pick up. It's very, very small, very minuscule, and you know, I'm nearsighted anyway, so I've got to wear glasses to see far. So it's a little bit fuzzy to me being that close up with my glasses on. So I decided to raise it, see if I could pick up the notch a little better, and do a 6 o'clock hold. And that's when I was stringing them up in here. So I was sort of aiming in this area here, and you can see where they were hitting at the top. Not real happy with the groupings, so I put the sight leaf back down, did a center hold, and then got these 5 here, again sort of stringing them vertically. So the gun obviously is not, it's not shooting terribly. I am getting it on paper, but certainly not what I expected. I was hoping at least to get some accuracy in this area here, but as you can see, and then the last 5 went high, and again I was shooting to the right of the target, trying to see if I could center it using Kentucky windage, and you can see where we ended up in here with the last 5, and then some actually even went higher than that. You can see this one's on the edge of the paper. So we'll work with it, and this is the first time I shot the gun, and not real impressed with the accuracy. It does pack quite a wallop, so if you get one of these and you do shoot it, just make sure you brace yourself, because it kicks like a mule. Neat gun, neat mechanism. Didn't have any failures to feed or any failures to eject. It seemed to operate fine. But there are some issues, obviously, with the sights. I don't know if I could maybe drift that front sight over a little somehow to compensate for it shooting to the left, or it could be me. I don't know. But anyway, that is my M95 Steyr Austrian Mannlicher, and neat gun. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.